There you go.
It's time now to check your money with America's money maven, Vicki Brackens. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and the registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Vicki, what's going on, baby?
Oh, George, everything is going on today. What's the old saying? Everything is everything?
Everything is everything.
Listen, we just came through Juneteenth,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't know about you, but I think there's some hangover celebrations still happening.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we're getting ready to march on into, I think we just crossed also the first day of summer, which
Yes.
I'm really happy about. And with all of those things happening, we have across the country one of the annual events that many parents and students look forward to, which is college graduations.
Yes, yes.
And you just went through an experience, a
I
very
did.
important one.
Congratulations, Amina, Cornell
Okay,
University, class of 2021.
class of 2021. And so I think about class of 2021, and I know all the things that, we're excited about. And I thought maybe this next week or two, we would have a full conversation around some of the preparedness that college graduates need to either have already taken care of, or if not, start taking care of as quickly as possible. And so I'm going to dovetail into that conversation for the next couple of weeks. Here are the things that I think are most important for college graduates. George, I know I've told my story before, and you and I have had lots of conversations, but you may not remember that I mentioned to you way back in my career. I started out in education and was involved with and in charge of the employment assistance area for one of the design schools there in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
What that meant with all of the titling around it was that one of my primary functions was to make sure that the graduates of that school actually gained gainful employment at the end of their studies with us. So I spent a lot of time sitting with and talking with employers and with students on how to make great matches. And one of the things that I have noted, and it dovetails into our conversation around net worth. And if you recall our formula, which is human capital plus financial assets equals total net worth, it gravitates this whole subject as far as employers and graduates and how they are matched together gravitates around the issue of the human capital element of our net worth formula. Here's what I'm talking about. I haven't seen lately, and I could be wrong, and somebody can call me and tell me I'm wrong. I'd love to talk to you. But I haven't seen lately a lot of emphasis placed on how to prepare for the employment regimen of going through the interview process. So if there's one thing starting out on our list with our students that we're talking about relative to how to get ready for the next step in life, which is the employment step, I would encourage everyone, first of all, to stop, think, and prepare for the interview process in a very specific way.
Is this
Practice.
before the money?
It's
Let's not.
you can't get the money if you can't do the interview.
All
And
right,
that's what I'm
talk to me.
saying, okay? Because I have a lot of interns who come through Brackens Financial Solutions Network, and I know that there was no preparation for the interview process in a very specific way. And here's what is critical:
Mm-hmm.
you must practice. And I don't mean you do it one time and you do it, maybe one or two times, or you do it in your head. I mean, you actually need to stop and do a formal practice like you would, say, if you were practicing for a debate, or if you were getting ready for a performance, or if you were getting ready to play a game. You must do this on a repetitive basis because the questions that you are going to be asked and the information that you need to communicate, if you haven't practiced it, you are going to find yourself in the middle of your brain trying to figure out answers in one of the most critical time periods of your life. So
Yeah.
Yes, George, you were about
No,
to
I was
say
going to say a couple of things. I mean, I'm sure you have this on your. Well, let me let you go through your list, and I'll add something to it.
okay, all right then. So here's where I'd like to see everyone go and find a mentor,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and an enemy.
What do you
Here's
mean by an enemy?
I mean someone who's not necessarily going to be nice to you. Who's
So now I don't want to call it an enemy. I want to call it somebody who's going to tell you straight no matter what.
okay, we'll call it okay, your frankest friend.
Your frankest friend, yeah, because and I'm that I could be that for anybody.
Okay.
I'll tell you if you
All right.
ask me.
So we know so I want you to go find a mentor and we'll call it your frankest friend
Yes.
and have those two people take you through the gauntlet of the questions that may come up so that
Mm-hmm.
you can get some practice behind you and have the legs to walk in with confidence because you know you are really prepared. You are really, really prepared. And when you're on college campuses and they have those job fairs, remember also that those are the gatekeepers to your opportunity. You have to impress them just as much as you possibly will have to impress the individual who is the hiring manager for that department or that division that you want to enter into. If you don't impress the gatekeeper, you never get to from square one to square two, which is where the hiring decisions are actually made. Practice, absolutely practice the process. um, Lots of folks have I would say concerns around this particular word that I'm going to use, which is sales. But you are selling a product at that point in time. You are selling a potential service. You are selling your ability to make a great fit to a team. So, in the process of that practice, you must also dig deeply and understand the organization as much as you possibly can so you can display to the hiring manager or the gatekeeper your ability to bring something to the table other than I got my degree. Your degree is important. Your degree, okay, I'm not going to discount your degree, but you must show that you have something to bring to the team beyond I got my degree and how it will enhance that organization.
I'll put it in a word or a sentence, Vicki. What can you do for me?
What
Right?
can you do for me? Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
What can you do for me?
And if you haven't crafted that story through your practice, you will not do well in the interview because you're trying to figure it out on the fly. And figuring out on the fly can be spotted. And it shows that there is a lack of preparation and a lack of seriousness around your desire to do something to fit into this team. So I cannot emphasize enough. You must practice and build a repertoire and build a confidence in your ability to go through that process as far as the interview and land the job that you're looking for. Now, once you are beyond that, remember the formula: human capital plus financial assets. Let's talk about the that financial asset portion of getting ready to step into the next area as far as your life is concerned. How many people, George, do you think actually know their real numbers of what their student loan debt will be when they leave college, when they go into their senior year? How many people you think really know? George, my friend, you are muted.
Percentage out of 100?
How many?
Percentage out of 100 is your
Out of
question?
100. So if I have 100, how many do you think really know?
I would say 30%.
I would say 30% would be a high number, but I'll take your 30%.
Okay.
As you know, I've worked with college students here locally through On Point and Synergy and on college campuses across the country. And I always ask for a show of hands of who knows exactly how much they will owe at the end of their college career. And I will tell you, it's probably closer to 10 to 15%.
Okay.
When I have hands, I mean the exact number. You cannot tackle an issue. You cannot create a financial plan without knowing the real numbers. What will I really, really, really bottom line owe at the time that I am leaving and graduating from college. We can't prepare until we actually know that number. So here's my homework for the audience today.
Okay.
Between now and next week's segment, if you are a college graduate or getting ready to graduate, and you are particularly if you're in your senior year coming in, you've got 1 week, and parents, you can do this too. If you have a college or pending college graduate in your household, you've got 1 week. I want you to call your financial aid office on the college campus where you are attending and get 2 figures. What do I owe right now? And at the end of my college career, assuming I'm graduating next May, what will my total indebtedness be? How much is the bill going to be? Get those 2 numbers, because it's those 2 numbers that are going to drive decisions that you need to make consistently over the next 5 years. And then we'll talk about a 5-year debt reduction plan that can get you out of debt much faster than what's normally scheduled and believed to be over several, many more years of college debt payment. What do I owe right now? And what will my total indebtedness be by the time I graduate next year? So, George, at this point in time, we've covered a lot of things. I want to encourage everyone to give us a call at area code 315-930-4499 or reach us at info@brackensfsn.com. Of course, watch us on YouTube. Be sure to like, share, and
comment.
Subscribe. Okay, and subscribe. And follow us also on Facebook. So at this point in time, George, I'll say our plate is full.
All right. Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. She is America's Money Maven.